Joining me now with more is Chris Perkins. He's president and managing partner of CoinFund. Chris, welcome. Great to have you.
Kristen, how are you? Happy Crypto Week.
Yeah, Crypto Week indeed, right? I mean, today is the day to talk crypto. Bitcoin above $120,000 a token. What do you make of this recent rally?
It's really exciting. I mean, I think Bitcoin itself has reached escape velocity. And why? It's because the institutions are here. For many, many years, we talked about where the institutions are they coming? Well, now with ETFs and now what we call DATs, or digital asset treasuries, institutions and retail have the ability to access the asset class like they never have before. You look against the backdrop of a very favorable regulatory climate, it's wonderful conditions to be in the cryptocurrency market.
Talk to me about what you do at CoinFund and where you see the opportunities.
So we're one of the oldest investors in crypto. We've been around for 10 years, if you can believe that. That's a lot of dog years when it comes to crypto. So we have venture strategies and liquid strategies. And so we look at applying deep underlying analysis and research and fundamental research to our investments.
Interesting. And so in terms of where Bitcoin goes from here, some have called for 200,000 by the end of the year, others 400,000. What do you think is realistic?
So this is what we know. Bitcoin will only ever have 21 million coins, right? And it's a limited supply. What are you seeing? You're seeing buying amongst sovereigns. We established a Bitcoin strategic reserve in our own country. Other countries are doing the same. We're seeing institutional adoption, and again, it really comes down to that limited quality. This is digital gold. It's a store of value, and we've reached truly social consensus that this asset is a store of value.
Interesting. And in terms of the other areas within the space, like DeFi, like stable coins, what's your view on those?
I mean, I'm very, very excited about the entirety of the asset class. We're able, through other crypto assets, to bring real utility that's really going to change financial services as we know it, giving people access to financial services for the very first time. I mean, we're about to have this thing called the Genius Bill come out. And what that's going to do is it's going to offer a framework for stablecoins. Stablecoins are the greatest thing that could have ever happened to the US dollar. We expect about $3 trillion, according to our own Department of Treasury, of stablecoins to come into our environment. And where are they going to go from there? They're going to go into all the other ecosystems, whether it's Ethereum or Solana. And that's where things get really interesting, where they can access financial services for the first time.
Yeah. We saw a very successful Circle IPO here at the New York Stock Exchange in early June. The stock up triple digits in its NYSE debut. What does that say about the space?
There is so much demand for this asset class right now. And yes, I think the IPO was oversubscribed like 25x. And we saw the price action afterwards. I think that the light bulb has gone on amongst institutions and retail alike, that there's some real innovation here. And finally, I think with a favorable regulatory climate, we're about to see it really take off.
Interesting. And in terms of the regulatory environment that is supporting this, what particularly is going to take it to the next level?
Yeah, so it's Crypto Week right now in Congress. I'll be heading down to DC tomorrow to talk to a bunch of folks. We expect three things to be addressed. The first is the Genius Bill. And what the Genius Bill does is it really provides a framework for stablecoins. And again, we think that there could be as many as 3 trillion stablecoins. They'll end up being the largest buyers of our treasury bills in the world. The second thing that's going to happen is we're going to have the Clarity Act. And the Clarity Act really provides market structure guidelines. And one of the biggest things that's prevented institutions from coming into our space is they didn't know how it was going to be regulated. And that's why things like the ETF have been so successful, because, hey, it's just a security, just like every other security I know. Now we're going to be providing that framework so people know how these assets should be treated. That's going to be a humongous unlock. And then finally, we have some laws that may be pushed through around not establishing a central bank digital currency. I think in the US, we want to keep things private. We want the private sector to drive this innovation, maybe not the public sector.
Interesting. So in terms of strategic investments that CoinFund is making, are there specific entities that have your focus right now?
We're very bullish across the space. We're venture investors, so we're looking to drive really, really asymmetrical returns. We look across the different verticals, everything from DeFi to gaming. Gaming is a really interesting space. You know, it's a $200 billion industry. To things like exchanges, custodians. You know, there's so much innovation happening, but I think the most exciting of all is the intersection of AI and crypto. People are very excited about AI. They're very excited about crypto. When you bring them together, I'm telling you, magic happens. It's a very exciting vertical.
What is some of the magic that we can see?
Well, today, the internet is really controlled by about 5 people. and it's private. AI is conducted in a black box. What we offer is a decentralized and open way of doing things like training, right? Wouldn't it be better to know how a model is trained, how the weightings are working? We can use compute, we can use decentralized compute to really garner the compute that's needed to do these complex models. And so what we offer is a decentralized, open way, as opposed to that black box output that people are very concerned about. It's a very exciting vertical.
All right, Chris Perkins, he's president and managing partner of CoinFund, joining me in the studio during Crypto Week. Chris, thank you.
Thank you, Kristen.
It's good to have you.
Wonderful, thank you.